Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm going to start off with the dollar. Pretty wacky day today. Lots of volatility. You can see how the dollar wanted to go. That got seriously rejected and fell over a little bit. Even broke previous lows. Looks like it was going to take off. Gold and silver having a hard time. Blah, blah, blah. Look at that. Bam. And then the bearish retracements coming in. So on an hourly chart, looks like it's watch out below. As that 3-bar pattern is definitely a top. Then the breakdown and the bearish retracement. Now we got the crossing over. 1334 is next. Look for previous low breaks as it bounced right off of previous lows. Taking a look for the week. We got a double bottom to take out. But still working off that whipsaw. And let's see, let's go shorter term. See how we're doing. So you can see the attempt and then just a huge rejection. For the month so far, it looks like a double wick top. So we'll see how this keeps going. I got plenty of support down at 100, all the way down to 94. But right now it looks bearish for the daily term. And his price got rejected pretty well today. Came back through inside the pattern, got rejected. Boom. Look for previous low breaks. Watch out below. That was just a significant bearish retracement. S&P. Looks like it's still trying. Let's see if we can dig down a little bit. See what happened. Cross here. Filled that gap, lower high. It's got to break the lower high. Still working off of that top there. The reversal bars. You got a reversal bar here on the hourly chart. Got a reversal bar here, but that got taken out. And then recovered. Looks like a breakdown. Break. Bearish retracement. It's got to take out that lower high. It's right at resistance. Looks like a reverse head and shoulders top. Reverse head and shoulders is supposed to be at the bottom. Look for previous high breaks. Looks pretty bullish off that bounce. Not much of a hammer, but it's had that trading action. Closed down, whipsawed back in, closed on its highs. Anything could happen, but it looks like a whipsaw here. Lower highs. It's got to close for the week above previous highs, about 2277. Dow. Looks like I'm in the top range here. Nothing much going on. Looks like it needs to close above previous highs. It's right at previous highs. Got a little tiny bit of rejection. Did close above the daily EMA 8. Looks like on the week it's forming a hanging man. One more day of trading. 4-hour chart looking a little bullish. It's got a range. Anything outside that range, the channel. NASDAQ still trying. It is above 5,000, so looks like a double top was just put in today. Let's see how it closes out for the week. Nice bounce, but so far no luck with the breakout. Might have to gather its legs one more time. Look for previous high breaks. Looks more of a double top. We'll see how we open tomorrow. Gold. What a hectic day today was. Here's an hourly chart. Here's last night. Broke outside there. Broke down. Made a 3-bar pattern on its extended bar here. Came all the way back into resistance and popped. And then you can see that U coming in. Fast U. I'm thinking 1200 is coming. Hopefully by tomorrow. Close above 1200 is my goal. But what a nasty ride. It's just a complete whipsaw. Let's see if we can find that pattern. No. That's the goal up here. Resistance. Daily chart. You can see the daily range was, oh, it almost hit 1200, huh? Nice. It hit resistance, came all the way back. Under previous lows. Came all the way under 1176. It just bounced. Made it all the way back up to 12. And then we got rejected at 12. So I'm thinking 12 is not going to be a problem anymore. It's retraced and came all the way back. The rubber band was released and then stretched one more time. Silver came all the way back into support, which was previous high, and bounced as well. I mean, no reversal bar there, but came all the way back in one more time as the 8's crossing. Let's get that thing across. Let's get this thing moving. We're still at a bottom. You can see the volatility. Just fell apart, and then all of a sudden came all the way back. Came all the way back. Here, I thought this was a huge bearish retracement and thing was just going to fall apart, but no, it came. Did a bearish retracement, came all the way back out and just opened on the plus side. Boom! And then inverted hammer right there. You can see the U coming across and it wants to start once again. Let's see if we can get this thing running. Pretty nice. Pretty sketchy. Keeping bare knuckles all day. Nice U coming across here. Let's see if we can close. Heck, I don't even think it's open. I think it should be closed. Oh, I guess it just did open. I don't think there's going to be a problem to get over resistance, next resistance, because it came all the way back. Hold it back one more time, let the rubber band go, let it release. Here's our resistance, the bottom pattern. So I suspect, coming up just into previous lows, maybe tap, and then have to gather its legs again. 1850 is where we want to close on any week. So if we can get up there tomorrow, that would be badass. Copper, is copper running with us? Nope. Copper's coming back in. Let's see if we can catch some support, turn around. Right now, 4 hour is closing below the EMA 8. Same, crossing over the 34. Looks like a cross. Bearish retraced already, so look out below as support's coming in between, let's call it 2.5 to a range 2.57 and 2.56. Gold silver ratio. Let's take a look. Not much changing. Looks like it's gathering support. Looks like silver might be a better buy here soon. Looks like this is going to break out. That'd be awesome. Bitcoin came all the way back into previous break. So buy into support. I know a lot of people were just saying, oh, this guy never going to recover, blah, blah, blah. Well, the bullish retracement is very, very bullish. So, came all the way back into the previous break. What I'm seeing is maybe a huge cup and handle. So we'll see how that right shoulder, whatever you want to call it, could be very quick. It could consolidate for months and then break. It could do a lot of things. It could just snap back and just break. I mean, what if it opened at 11.50 and just broke? I mean, I've seen that happen. But they definitely took it back all the way back to previous breaks. Buy into support. My guess was 750. So, oh, looks like it did tap at. Wow. That's $5 off the mark. If it churns here, that's pretty good. All they did was take the previous break, so it had a hard time getting over previous highs. That means rejection, came back down into previous breakout. That's all I did. Let's see if it'll churn here though. Crude. Looks like crude is having a hard time. Looks like it came into support a little bit, had a little bounce. Still climbing, just not, looks like it came outside the pattern. Now it's breaking inside the pattern. We got support in previous lows, previous highs. Plenty of support. That might be a bearish flag. Long-term bearish flag. You never know until it happens. Looks like a flag on the long term. See how that works out. Pretty sure that expensive oil is going to be a hindrance on the economy. But, nice bounce on the daily chart. So let's see if that is enough to gather its legs. Looks like a breakout above. It's pretty close. See what happens. Nice bounce. That's saved by the bell right here. Came across. Boom. Gapped up. Gonna have to take out that reversal bar. Looks like we're working off a double top. Back down into support. Let's see if this thing will give it one more run. 50 should have got 60. So we got cut short there. Shanghai Exchange. Looks like we have a bottom. Came up for the first hit on the 34. Look for an opposing point. If not, watch out below, as the first touch is usually matched by an opposing point and then touched on that 34 one more time. Usually the second time or third time it crosses the 34 and consolidates. So let's see this A, B bottom can hold. Looks like the EMA 8 is coming up. Let's see if price will follow. 10-year bond. Looks like bearish retracements in. Now the rollover. Already broke previous lows once. Came back up for another bearish retracement back into resistance. Look for previous low breaks, 2.34 on the way down. That doesn't look healthy. Daily chart. Looks like we got a double top. Nice bounce, gapped open, double topped it. Pretty heavy over the top there. Plus the cross. And a rejection. This line here is pretty steep. I imagine that's going to slice right through if it gathers momentum on the downside. That's not enough support. That's too steep. So it's going to cross, come back in. Coal. Looks like coal's coming off the bottom here into support, trying to get things running again. Still well below the 34 and halfway mark on that channel. Yeah, we haven't looked at Deutsche Bank. Let's see how that came across on the weekly chart. Looks like it's being rejected on previous highs. It sounds like the way things are going, this thing's going to blow up one of these days. Too big to fail is not going to fly over in Trump's administration. It doesn't seem like it, especially after today's press conference calling the news fake, which well deserved, but coming from a leader, and everyone can see it now what the fake news is. I don't think Trump is going to put up with too much crap, and Deutsche Bank is full of crap. So I don't know, maybe that is the top on this down pattern. I don't know, pretty nice consolidation. Stair stepped into support and popped. Stair stepped into support, popped again. We'll see what happens, but it's well above the EMA 8 for its weekly trend. AG still doing its thing. Got a left shoulder, head, trying to get that right shoulder forming. CLF, nice. CLF had a little run this week, huh? Coming off that bottom. Nice cross right over that 8. Pretty healthy. See how far to go. That looks like a nice accumulation pattern right there. And the monthly is the key, how it just crossed the SMA 34 on the monthly chart. Look for previous high breaks. Oh, look at that inverted hammer. Take out that inverted hammer. It's see you later. Could run up to 15, 16, it looks like. 13 to 16. GDX. All the way down into support on that monthly chart. And now, look at you see the bounce now. Got to confirm that bottom. Here's a daily chart. Looks like it broke outside the pattern and closed back inside the pattern. Could be a bearish retracement. I don't know if that's done yet or not. Bounced right off the 8, which was that gap here. So it hit resistance, it hit support and bounced. Looks like it tried to go back into previous lows. Not sure if this is done consolidating yet, but pretty wild ride. GDXJ, break outside that pattern. You got high and low. You got a left shoulder, head, put in that right shoulder. Maybe it's going to come down a little bit more. Not sure yet. Nugget, same thing. Better bounce. J-Nug. I was white knuckling it today. We got support in the channel. It broke down and then came all the way up. Pretty remarkable. Alright, so this morning we gapped down, started to run, so I sold it. And then it turned around, and I think I picked it up in and around the same spot where I sold it. But then I was worried about, because it was still early in the morning, I was worried that I was going to get dinged for day trading, because unless you have 25 grand in the account, you can't day trade, which is, oh, I forget the rules. But if I sold it in the morning, bought it back in later, and then I wanted to sell it again, I would have got dinged. So I was really scared today. I was white knuckling it in and around here. That first bounce, and then the crumble, and then that churn here is where I bought it back in, getting across there, and then I was white knuckling it right here. I thought maybe it's gonna just crumble down and I'll be stuck. I would have sold it to get the ding, but if you have too many dings, they'll put a hold on your account. And if that was going to happen, I'll just sell out and try again later. Open up another brokerage account. Everything's such a joke. It's for your protection. If you don't have the gall to lose money in this market, you shouldn't be day trading. But they're here to protect us. So URRE, I mean, what can you say? I'm dumb for not sticking with it. And this is just a paper trade. I did buy it back into support. When it came back into support, broke out. 2 was the mark. And then once it just, yeah, boom, upwards to 4. This area right here where the long-term balance point was, oh, I think I erased that. Let's see if I can get that back here. Taking the opposing point, the previous low, and the first opposing point, dragging it down. That's where my resistance was. So, or the balance point of the bottom wave. So it's above there. See if it'll hold that position because if it does, it'll keep going. I mean, that's just the first leg, it looks like. So keep a core in. Previous lows in and around 7. I mean, another double from here. So 200% at least gain from that bottom. That is dumb on my behalf for not sticking with it. And I knew it. Just once it started going, then you can't chase it. So then you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and say, you're a dumbass. Look at that break. Boom. Break. Back into support. Boom. Best buy right there. Just monster. Nice job. Nice job, whoever hung on to that. I see a few people out there. Did we go through copper? XME. I had a question on AXU. I believe. AXU looks bullish as of yesterday. There you go. Nice inverted hammer on a weekly chart. Took out that hammer. And let's see if we can get this thing closing above, shoot, previous high and previous high and previous high, in and around 2. So let's get this thing above 2, consolidate, and keep moving. I believe AXU was it. I might be wrong. So, anyways, on because of the big sell-off and then recovery, explosive recovery, had the gap down, acted like it was going to keep going, and just total reversed, came back into support one more time, took off, came back into support one more time. I'm thinking that we're going to have some kind of a run. Take out that double top at 9. 9 o'clock high, take out the top. And 50 cents for this thing is not too much to ask for. I mean, this thing moves. Luckily for me, I'm not carrying a big position, so that gap down this morning was minimal. I caught it, and then I made sure that I got back in when it broke, started breaking back into the gap to fill it. So it filled the gap and kept going. Quite a day. Very, very scary. But I think I did pretty well on it. I was trying to get more shares, but that didn't happen. I ended up with the same amount of shares. Luckily, I didn't get caught. I imagine that's going to happen, but I like the way it moves. I mean, you got the nice patterns. You have a pattern within the pattern, cup, handle, and then the cup, handle. So you have a small cup and handle, and then a larger cup and handle. Reverse head and shoulders almost failed, but nice head fake across support. And the stair step on the way up. I think this is going to explode. My target is previous lows. In and around 10. I'm hoping to get up into 12 range. 10 to 12 is my target. See what happens. Anywho's, keep following me on Steemit. And please like, share, and comment over there. That's where the action is when it comes to monetization. I don't know. Seems like a nice place to be for creators, and I want to build that list and have you guys watch it over there, comment over there. I think the comment or the likes are called upvotes. So upvote my my stuff. Appreciate you guys, and good job.